So this is what I would call the future of my collection display. This is the newest piece that I've acquired recently, so it's very exciting. Um, and unlike everything else, this is not a finished product. This is very much I'm working on what I'm going to do with this. And so I saw this on Facebook Marketplace. It turns out the seller was actually selling for like a pop-up used furniture bargain store. And when I saw it, I absolutely had to have it. Seeing the big, deep, wide glass top, and that little middle tier section, and then of course the lower glass cabinets as well. And it's just a really classy looking piece. And what I used to have in front of this window was like a really wiry four fixed glass shelf display, which is where these figures were, and it was okay in that it was totally see through, so it wasn't blocking the light, but it was a really obnoxious looking piece and not very clean. And I've been looking for something new ever since I had it. And this piece is obviously blocking the window somewhat, but this is a big window, so I'm blocking maybe 20% of it, but the rest of it's still just fine. And it just looks better in the end, with far more potential as far as what I can do with it. Um, it's about 37 inches tall, 4 feet wide, and about 18 inches deep. 18 inches seems to be the magic number. Over half my I think displays are 18 inches deep. It's a weird number that seems to keep coming up. Um, so what I did immediately was add some lighting here. These are Philips Hue Bloom lights, which are, as Philips Hue does their lights do everything: RGB, home, smart home control, voice control, schedules, motion sensors. These are our motion sensors. And then I've also gone ahead and put the raceways in to sort of already hide some of the wires, because I already know that the wires are going to bother me. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but yeah. And then each one of these shelves, it came with a light, like a cheap incandescent light that I removed and slapped a Philips Hue play light bar up in there. And you can see that's actually on I think 60% brightness, and already completely lights up the shelf. One on each side, so they're going to be nice. And again, there's also typical Philips Hue, full RGB, lots of settings, whatever. And so this piece, I think, is a buffet table, which I, again, don't really know what a buffet table is. But I'm not going to use it for that. I think a buffet table is for like serving food, like a supplemental piece if you're entertaining, to put desserts or hors d'oeuvres or plateware or glasses or whatever. It's interesting that they would need lighting in the lower shelves for that. I guess you're lighting your food, or maybe lighting really expensive china or whatever. This piece definitely has an aura of like high society that I'm not part of. All I see is something that looks like it'd be fun to display figures. So these figures were here before on the other shelf that I got rid of, and as you can see, this is pretty much just the staged Battle of Titan from Infinity War. These are random transparent figure stands from various figures. There's one accessory from Transformers. If you can guess where, you win the day. This little black stand for Thanos is pretty interesting. It has 4 lights that are, I think they cycle through like 4 different colors. They're not full RGB, but then you can also add water to it and turn it on, and it'll spit out steam, which makes for fun photographing, I guess. And of course, Hot Toys Thanos. What will probably end up happening is that this will be, at least temporarily, will be my Hot Toys Marvel display, because I have more Hot Toys Marvel figures coming, and the idea is that Thanos will be the centerpiece, and these pieces, these figures over here, will probably have to go somewhere else. I don't know where. Maybe they'll go down here. I don't know. Inside the storage, inside the two doors is just storage. There's a drawer in there, which looks very obviously for utensils, and then some wooden shelves that are all fixed. I'm not gonna rip off. I don't think I'm gonna tear open the doors and try to use what's in there. Although maybe, who knows? That'd be kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm excited to make use of this. Yes, I know that having figures in front of a window is probably a bad idea because of sunlight. But what I will say is that this window, while it produces a lot of light, it's not from direct sunlight. Direct sunlight never hits this window. It's whatever light that comes in here is a reflection from the landscape outside. So it does produce a lot of light, but it doesn't take direct lighting. And obviously, if I see some deterioration from sunlight, then I'll have to do something else. But the blinds can always, or the blinds can always just be shut. So it's not that big a deal in the end, I don't think. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. If I do decide sometime soon, then maybe I'll post an update video. If anybody cares. I don't even know if anybody's watching these videos, but it's been fun. And that's it. Thanks for watching.